Enough or not, it will have to do. Happy families are all alike. Every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. In the best, the friendliest and simplest relations, flattery or praise is necessary, just as grease is necessary to keep wheels turning. There is something in the human spirit that will survive and prevail. There is a tiny and brilliant light burning in the heart of man that will not go out no matter how dark the world becomes. Kings are the slaves of history. Here I am alive, and it's not my fault, so I have to try and get by as best I can without hurting anybody until death takes over. My principal sin is doubt. I doubt everything, and am in doubt most of the time. Historians are like deaf people who go on answering questions that no one has asked them. The kingdom of God is within you. He stepped down, avoiding any long look at her as one avoids long looks at the sun, but seeing her as one sees the sun without looking. God is the same everywhere. Happiness is an allegory, unhappiness a story. There are no conditions to which a person cannot grow accustomed, especially if he sees that everyone around him lives in the same way. Everything depends on upbringing. Human science fragments everything in order to understand it, kills everything in order to examine it. It's all God's will. You can die in your sleep, and God can spare you in battle. How can one be well when one suffers morally? To tell the truth is very difficult, and young people are rarely capable of it. Every heart has its own skeletons. Everything intelligent is so boring. Music is the shorthand of emotion. Because of the self-confidence with which he had spoken, no one could tell whether what he said was very clever or very stupid. Every lie is a poison. There are no harmless lies. Only the truth is safe. Only the truth gives me consolation. It is the one unbreakable diamond. A man is like a fraction whose numerator is what he is, and whose denominator is what he thinks of himself. The larger the denominator, the smaller the fraction. To get rid of an enemy, one must love him. If we admit that human life can be ruled by reason, then all possibility of life is destroyed. I often think that men don't understand what is noble and what is ignorant, though they always talk about it. What counts in making a happy marriage is not so much how compatible you are, but how you deal with incompatibility. It's hard to love a woman and do anything. Pierre was right when he said that one must believe in the possibility of happiness in order to be happy, and I now believe in it. Let the dead bury the dead, but while I'm alive, I must live and be happy. True life is lived when tiny changes occur. If you love me as you say you do, she whispered, make it so that I am at peace. It's much better to do good in a way that no one knows anything about it. If everyone fought for their own convictions, there would be no war. Only people who are capable of loving strongly can also suffer great sorrow, but this same necessity of loving serves to counteract their grief and heals them. We can know only that we know nothing, and that is the highest degree of human wisdom. I think, if it is true that there are as many minds as there are heads, then there are as many kinds of love as there are hearts. Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. If you look for perfection, you'll never be content.